There was no other way to get around it. You should be focused on the cycle if success is the final outcome you are aiming for. You cannot afford to allow dread, doubt, disappointment, giving up, negative thoughts, or surrender to permeate your mental state. You clearly have enormous potential. Therefore, from the moment you open your eyes during the first part of the day, your attitude needs to be win. You need to win that morning, and you need to carry that attitude with you as you enter your study hall. Because you won't let the quality of your classmates or homeroom enter your psychological space. You must be concerned about remaining safe, because what the person to the left of you is important, and what the person to the right of you is daydreamed. It goes without saying that the race is won by the person who can set themselves apart from the rest of the pack, and those are the packs. As a result, I really want you to realize that there will be bad days. There will be times when you feel like you have no idea what your teacher or professor is talking about, but you will never throw a pity party. Tap out is something you will never do. You will never give in and stop fighting. You can respond by knocking on their door and saying, "Tune in, I only have one choice, and that is progress in your group." But at the moment, I'm perplexed about the example you showed, and I want clarity right now. If you are enthusiastic about needing to make progress in that class, the person will bend over backwards to help you. I swear to you. However, if you settle for unremarkableness and refrain from speaking, you are setting yourself up to fail, and disappointment, dear friend, is not in your DNA. You shouldn't be the first to inquire about whether they have the resources necessary to carry out the task at hand. You're not the only one who feels like they're not living up to expectations, I'm sure. You're not the only one who feels like their brain is going to explode, I promise. Keep an eye out for me. Those who are able to persevere in the face of adversity belong to a tiny minority, that tiny percentile of those who eventually succeed and achieve their goals and dreams. Thus, in fact, you were brought into the world with everything you need to succeed in every class. You were brought into the world with everything you really want to overcome any anxiety that might occasionally arise, and be determined to defy your most ingrained expectations, goals, and aspiration. My number one abbreviation is HWPO, and if you forget or don't know what that means, it means that hard work pays off. It couldn't be more obvious. So, champions like us never lose their focus, and whenever someone tries to tell us to take the easy path, we are astonished and frozen, because we know there is no easy path, because if it were easy, everyone would do it. Because we know that you get what you put into something, we steer clear of that ignorance and get back to our routine of seriously considering more than we've ever investigated. As a result, we devote our entire being to our studies. We devote every ounce of our being to studying for tests. That way, we can sleep soundly, because we know deep down inside that we have given our all to our work, and that success will come as a natural result. You actually fall flat after all of the difficult work, all of the research, all of the hard work. I know you don't work. Additionally, always keep this in mind. You will never fall short. You will never fail. You simply learn. You can be sure that life will wreck you out of nowhere. In light of this mishap, that is obviously the point at which you need to tell yourself, I'm solid. I'm smarter because of this difficulty. I'm more savvy in light of this difficulty. Additionally, this mishap has made me more hungry than ever before. Therefore, I convey all of this as a sincere reminder that you were destined for greatness. Therefore, I need you to get around the obstacles. I want you to get out of the muddle. In addition, I want you to persevere despite the difficulties, because the lazy fountain of progress that lives within you is just waiting for your permission to flow.